My father's dead and I feel old.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the biggest and most dramatic TV deaths that had a huge impact not just on the show, but on the medium of television.
Why are you crying? He's gonna be fine.
Number 10. Henry Blake, MASH.
Okay, Radar. Everything in these boxes is to be shipped. My uniforms go in the bag. Check. Check a Rooney in a banana cup.
The death of Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake marked an enormous cultural shift in the history of television. Up to that point, sitcoms typically avoided addressing the harsh realities of life and death, let alone war. But Blake's shocking and unexpected death broke the mold by blending comedy with the brutal truth of loss.
Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake's plane was shot down over the Sea of Japan. It spun in. There were no survivors.
For MASH, Henry's death signaled a seismic shift towards deeper and more introspective storytelling, a tone that would continue until the end of the show. For television at large, it opened the door for more complex narratives, proving that TV could be both entertaining and emotionally resonant. Network television was never the same after this.
You behave yourself or I'm gonna come back and kick your butt.
Number 9. Charlie Pace, Lost.
What's the code?
Go away.
Bonnie, let's just get this over with, okay? What's the code?
She's not going to tell you, brother.
Yeah, she's gonna tell me.
What makes you say that?
Because you said it's my destiny to turn off that jammer.
This classic show continued the tradition of killing off beloved characters. And unfortunately, that meant good old Charlie Pace. Charlie was easily one of the show's standout characters, widely beloved for his warmth and levity. Surely they wouldn't risk killing him off, right? Nope. Charlie drowns in the third season finale, which is often considered one of the best episodes in television history.
You okay?
He's brilliant! Hey, are you on the boat?
What boat?
Your boat. 80 miles offshore. Naomi, the parachutist.
I'm not on a boat. Who's Naomi?
His death signaled Lost's willingness to take bold risks in its storytelling and further reinforced its reputation for unpredictability. On a broader scale, it exemplified the rise of serialized drama that valued character development and long-form storytelling over bite-sized enjoyment. It proved that TV could deliver impactful and cinematic moments, and in the process, it influenced future shows to embrace similarly risky exits. Number 8. Maddie Ferguson, Twin Peaks.
It is happening again. It is happening again.
This show was already unlike anything else on TV, but things got really crazy on the night of November 10th, 1990. This is the episode when fans finally learned that Leland Palmer was Laura's killer, having been taken over by a supernatural entity called Bob. Leland then murders his niece Maddie Ferguson in one of TV's most electrifying sequences.
Sarah? Uncle Leland? Sarah? Uncle Leland, what is that smell? It smells like something's burning! And Sarah?
The revelation answered the long-held culture-shaking question of who killed Laura Palmer, while giving TV a cinematic standard it had never seen before. Most important of all, it pushed the limits of what was acceptable on network TV, with Maddie's murder being shockingly intense for the time. Twin Peaks was simply in a league of its own.
I'm so sorry.
Number 7. Omar Little, The Wire.
Hey, yo, y'all put it in his ear. Marlo Stanfield is not a man for this town. You dig?
This show was always more concerned about showcasing the complex intermingling of society in a large American city than it was about big moments. So, while Omar's death may have been disappointing for some, it was still in keeping with the show's realistic nature. Omar was a mythical, larger-than-life fan favorite, probably the most TV character of them all. Audiences expected him to go out in a blaze of glory, not to be randomly killed by some kid in a convenience store. Omar's death was deliberately anticlimactic, a statement on the randomness and often insignificant nature of death, especially in violent inner cities. It also gave rise to the anybody-can-die era of TV, where narrative stakes trumped star power and fan popularity.
Professional job here. Nah, I thought so at first, but the Korean broad we sent downtown said he got done in by a short little fella with a big gun.
Number 6, Logan Roy, Succession.
Hey, Roman.
Yeah.
Hey, your dad is very sick. He's very, very sick.
What?
We all knew that Logan was sick. This is the very catalyst for the show's story. We just never thought he would die like this. In one of the most shocking twists of recent years, Logan dies off-screen. We don't get a slow descent, a dramatic heart attack, or a teary hospital goodbye. He just dies, and it unfolds via a frantic real-time phone call from Tom, placing viewers in the shoes of Logan's very shocked and unprepared children.
What? I think he's gone.
What happened? What do you mean?
Well, they think Dad died.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
No, no, I can't have that.
It also occurs completely without warning, and neither in a premiere nor a season finale. It greatly challenged the expectations of viewers and the structure of television, and its influence is sure to be seen in the coming years.
Are you just being nice to me? Is he gone?
He's, I don't know. We don't know.
Number 5, Adriana Lacerva, The Sopranos.
Remember my friend Danielle?
She set you up?
She was an FBI agent, Christopher.
When did you finally turn against Tony Soprano? For many, it was when he had Adriana whacked. Her murder shattered viewers' hopes that any character, especially one so sympathetic as Adriana, could escape the mob's vice-like grip. Narratively, it deepened Christopher's descent into addiction and despair, and further isolated Tony as a tortured boss.
You all right?
Yeah, me. Yeah. Absolutely.
More broadly, Adriana's death helped redefine the early 2000s era of prestige TV, proving that major characters could die suddenly and without happy endings or satisfying closure. This bold type of storytelling greatly influenced the direction of TV, shaping it into a medium with genuine stakes. There are many ways The Sopranos changed TV forever, and deaths like this are certainly one of them. Number 4, Rita Morgan, Dexter.
Please. Please fly to the Keys tomorrow morning. I want to meet you. Truly, there's nowhere I'd rather be.
When it comes to the most shocking TV deaths of all time, Rita's is almost always at the top of the list. Her murder shattered the illusion that Dexter could balance his homicidal urges with a normal family life, pushing him down a more chaotic path. Unfortunately, the abandoning of this plotline permanently altered the quality of the series, and most fans believe that Dexter was never the same after season 4.
I've been good for her. And Rita says I'm good for her and the kids. No one would ever say that about Arthur. Maybe Harry's wrong. Maybe things could turn out differently for me.
This episode also aired in 2009, before shows like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead cemented that anybody-can-die mentality in TV. As a result, this death came as a huge surprise to everyone, with Dexter being one of the first prestige shows to embrace unpredictability as a storytelling tool.
But it doesn't matter what I do. What I choose. I'm what's wrong. This is fate.
Number 3, Joel Miller, The Last of Us.
Fireflies.
Used to be. Haven't you heard? There are no more fireflies. They're all gone.
The HBO drama has brought up questions regarding adaptation in recent years. Game players knew that Joel's death was coming, and they knew that it was going to be divisive. Some questioned if they would push it back to the season finale. Some questioned if they would even do it at all, given Joel's popularity, the backlash it received from gamers, and the star power of Pedro Pascal.
You're tough. I guess you probably have to be killing all those people. Do you know how many you killed that day? Did you count as you went, or I guess maybe it just didn't matter.
But HBO stayed true to its roots. not only of accurately adapting challenging material, but of delivering some of the most upsetting deaths in TV history. We can now add Joel's death to that list, a brutal and harrowing scene that will be talked about for years. The Last of Us will not be the same without him.
You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
Number 2, Glen Reed, The Walking Dead.
I need you to know me. So, back to it.
Like The Last of Us, AMC's legendary zombie show faced a similar conundrum in regards to adaptation. Glenn was widely regarded as a fan favorite, and killing him off, like they did in the comic, posed a major narrative risk. But The Walking Dead was nothing if not risky, and they indeed killed him off, and in excruciatingly brutal fashion at that.
Buddy, you still there? I just don't know. It seems like you're trying to speak.
Glenn's death is arguably the defining aspect of the show's nobody is safe mentality. But his death also proved that there is a very tricky balancing act in killing off beloved characters, and The Walking Dead tipped into the bad side. Glenn's murder faced enormous backlash from fans, especially for its overly graphic nature, and ratings instantly declined and never recovered.
Oh, hell. I can see this is hard on you guys.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Ned Stark, Game of Thrones.
I come before you to confess my treason in the sight of gods and men.
Where were you when you saw Ned Stark die? Nowadays, we expect shows to be risky and to kill off major characters. Narrative unpredictability is ironically now predictable, and it's all thanks to Ned and other shows attempting to capture the water-cooler impact of his death.
So long as I am your king, treason shall never go unpunished. Sir Ilyn, bring me his head.
The Red Wedding understandably gets a lot of credit, but by that point, we had already become accustomed to how Game of Thrones worked, and we came to expect major deaths. In Season 1, we genuinely thought that Ned would be the hero, the protagonist who would serve as the through line for the show's interweaving story. And then his head is cut off. This was foundation shaking, and we don't know if its magic will ever be recaptured. Which major deaths did we miss? Let us know in the comments below.
Omar be dead, I'm telling you. Heard that before. For real. You seen?